Alright guys, welcome back to another video by DFW Gunworks. I'm your host Xavier, and today we have a pretty quick and simple comparison between the name brand, the original, the true, the one and only X300 by Surefire, and the knockoff by a company called Noble Hero. It's not Noble Hero, but it's fine. Now the difference right off the bat is that the knockoff is modeled after Type A Surefire, with this kind of quick detach spring-loaded here, and the Type B is what I have to compare it to. In my opinion, I prefer the Type A, just because it's quick detachable. You can slide it on, slide it off. Once it goes on, it's kind of on. However, if I had this mounted to a gun that I was using a holster for, I'd probably go with the Type B, just so I wouldn't have to worry about it taking it off until the batteries ran out, because, you know, it's Surefire, it's going to work. This knockoff light is used on my nightstand pistol, usually at Glock 17. So it slides on and off easily when I take the Glock out and about as my EDC. Okay, so now that we have the main visual difference out of the way, which was given due to the Type A and Type B mounting, let's get to the details. The Surefire X300 has 1,000 lumens versus the knockoff that only has, I think, 600. My best guess at this difference is the knockoff is modeled after the OG Surefire that came out, basically the X300 Ultra versus the X300 UA Ultra that came out later with 1,000 lumens. While I was out and about on a walk, I decided to take both the lights with me, and here's the footage from them both, so you guys can see the brightness of the lights. I'm not going to shine on the desk because you guys get blinded and you hate me, so. Alright guys, so I have probably like 50 yards in front of me. Not too far, but it's enough beam distance. Here's the Surefire first. This one's got the most lumens out of the two. Pretty bright light. And next up I have the knockoff Surefire X300, the WADSN, and this has half the lumens, but it's more centralized beam. As you can see, the knockoff has a more bluish tint to the lighting, as well as a more visible center beam compared to the X300B Ultra. The knockoff does have 400 less lumens than the Surefire, but at this range it's difficult to tell the difference other than the color. I think this knockoff will still beam about 150 yards. Honestly, 50 yards is pretty far enough. I mean, unless you have like a rifle or something, but usually these are mounted on a pistol. 50 yards is pretty far enough, so. Alright guys, and the next test was just a quick 17 rounds through my Glock 17 with the weapon light mounted and turned on. However, I'm a dummy, and I forgot to turn on the X300 from Surefire during the first shots, so the results may be skewed, but then again, we know that Surefire will perform, so no sense in trying to prove it to be faulty. We're going to try and hopefully knock this light off this WADSN light, but we'll see. I'm going to turn it off. What do you know? Success on the knockoff. It didn't fly off or flicker, but this was just a quick 17 shots, so who knows if this will be worthy after several months' time. For now, it passes the test of use for me, so I'll continue to use it and update if anything faulty occurs out of the knockoff. My only issue, as with anything sus nowadays, is the packaging says to remove the batteries when not in use, because I don't want everything in my safe to go up in flames. I store with the batteries removed and only put them in at night when the light is on my Glock 17. So there it says, please take out the battery when not in use. Clearly it's broken English, but yeah. So also comes in this cool case. I say cool case, but it's not really that cool. Let's see. It's got all the other plates in there to mount it differently, so. Other than that, the light is fantastic, and for the $57 price tag, it's a steal. But by all means, if you can afford the Surefire or a TLR 1HL, by all means pick one up. No sense in settling if you get the finances standing by. So what I'm saying is, if you can afford it, grab a Surefire. They're awesome. If you can't afford it, you want something to just kind of do the job meanwhile, this knockoff will get you through. I wouldn't use it tactically. I would just have it as a light. I mean, it works, like I said, it beams. I don't want to like turn it on here, but you know, it works. But if you want to just budget it or grab a couple of these just to have them on your guns to have in the middle of the night just in case, these will work. But yeah, all set. Thank you everyone for watching the video. All the support means a lot to me, and I hope you keep swinging by for more gun content. Please, if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment, or like, or both, or everything, to be honest. I would appreciate it all. But until next time, you guys take it easy.